So I recently became aware that you can now build vanilla friendly LEDs in Minecraft, and naturally I thought I immediately want to test this out. So how these work is you get a light source, like a redstone lamp, with an item frame, and you put in a map that it is entirely one colour, and we can do this just by making a massive field of emeralds quite easily, and then we build this out a little like this and put some tinted glass in front of it. And now if we go over there and activate this, it would do that, and it would look like the light has turned on. And as you can see, we can turn this LED off and on. So it's quite cool indeed that we can now make LEDs. But what if you wanted to have two of these next to each other and have them turning on and off at different times? Well, this would not work at the moment because the light would bleed through onto the other one, which is not what we want. So we want to instead use glow item frames instead of regular item frames, and put dispensers with powdered snow in, so they are permanently lit up. And if we do that, as you can see, they are permanently on, which is not what we want. We want them to be on only when we tell them to be on. So if we instead use powdered snow, you can see that we're gonna use a button. As you can tell, I'm quite bad at redstone, but I thought this could have some really cool uses, and I want to try out some things with it. But basically, we can add and remove the powdered snow as our liking, and we can also do this on the other side. Now if we turn one on, it'll only turn one on and not the other one, so we can have all sorts of various combinations, which is very, very fun indeed. But what else can we do with this, I hear you ask? Well, we can have signs that switch between two different things. So we could have a sign like a traffic light kind of thing that goes red and green. For this, I'll just need another field of red blocks. So if we have a red one and a green one, and we put back the tinted glass, and we do some sort of redstone on this side, and with this we can do a sort of traffic light system, which I am very pleased with myself for being able to do the redstone on this thing. And as you can see, it looks very cool. So we are now going to try and implement this into a build. So first we're going to go ahead and build a little road, put in the glow item frames, the tinted glass, and powdered snow in that one, add the red map, green map, activate them so it's the green light, snow, I can't spell powder, powder, is it just called, it's not called powdered snow, it's just called powder snow. That feels wrong. Let's get some redstone torches. I don't know how these work, they just look fancy, so let's use them. I think we do something like that. Seems to work. One. And then somewhere in the ground, we have a skulk sensor. I don't know how you spell skulk. It does work. I was just wiring the redstone wrong. That's actually kind of sad. At the moment, it's a red light. But as soon as I trigger it, it should change to a green light. So let's just put this actually under the road. I don't know if the redstone will actually send a signal that long. No, we're going to need a repeater because I actually read the redstone book, so I know what these do. Basically, they slow it down. They continue the pulse. So yeah, there we go. Now it works. That's basically all you need to know about repeaters. You put them somewhere and now it works. It's a little too high up to see from the road, which is annoying because now I have to move it down a bit. Bung in them glow item frames. I'm not very good at hiding redstone, but I feel like it might give like kind of a cool futuristic-y kind of vibe. The traffic lights change, which is very nice indeed, although you're a little too far past to actually notice that. So I might build another one of these a few meters down the road and continue the road and all that. And we're going to hook this up to the other traffic light. There we go. And, oh, yep, we need to test this. Trigger the sensors. And this one is not changing because there's a hole in the, in the circuit. Right. Yes. It is working. Oh, but they're not synced. No. They are now in sync. Good. So you're driving past. And suddenly they don't seem to do anything. I've just decided I don't want to do it by skulk sensor. I want to do it with a chicken randomizer. It's the only sort of randomizer I know how to make. And yeah, I think it's effective. Oh, I just fell out of the wall. That was a close one. I could have died there. Chicken randomizer. You've got a pressure plate, a chicken, and two options, left or right. Yeah, see, it's immediately escaped. But here's my clever plan. We use slabs. Yes. There. We can now have a chicken randomizer. Okay. There's our chicken. And let's chuck two in. And now hopefully, if we wait... Hang on, let's watch the chickens. Yes! They're doing exactly what I want them to do. They are randomizing it. Look, it's changing randomly now. Although, maybe slightly too often. Maybe I should get rid of one of those chickens. I don't know how modern randomizers work. I just use chicken randomizers. Yes! It does change. It does change. Okay. If we lock the chicken up with no sunlight... To change... Yes, it does change. It does change. Okay. I think that's actually really good. And... Also, I want to have a barrier. This is the last thing I want to do. I want to have a barrier that comes up when the chicken does its randomizing. So we're gonna have some sticky pistons, or we could just have regular pistons and gravel. Yeah, let's do that. Why am I searching regular piston? I should just search piston, because that's basically the same thing as the road. And then we do something like that, and we go into the inner workings. Where's the redstone gone? It's this way. Yes, we found the redstone. Okay. We have another one that goes this way. Where are all my pistons? They're over there. We're going to need another of these repeaters. It doesn't seem to be triggering the redstone. It is triggering the redstone, just not the pistons. Because that's not how pistons work. I see. I see how it is. One is not powering because it's the one where I put all the redstone next to it. Right, now we hook this back to the rest of the system. Is it a red light? I can't tell if it's a red light or a green light. It's a red light and the barriers are not up. Let's chuck in like another chicken, because the barrier is kind of working. I think we need a flip. Yeah, the barrier is like 90% working. Okay, so I looked it up and apparently you can use a copper bulb as a T-flip-flop, which is another block I've never used. Okay. I don't know if I'm doing this right. Chickens, can you do your thing? Actually, yeah, let's just break this off from the circuit. That seems to make sense to me. Copper bulb, T-flip-flop. And now we get an observer, and that makes it even worse. Do they give off a redstone signal? How about a comparator? Those do something fun. Yeah, let's just pop one of these down and see what it does. Yes, that seems to do the trick quite nicely. Okay, it's a green light and the wall is up. If it turns to a red light, which it doesn't look like it's going to do for a minute. Oh, if it goes to a red light, the wall goes down, which is good, but that's the opposite of what we want. So if we add a thingy, the torch, that means I do know how to do this, kind of. And we put in the redstone dust. I've gotten 10 times better at redstone in like an hour than I have in a very long time. Like a really long time. If you want to see more videos like this, please do consider subscribing. Tell your friends, all of the usual nice things that people do. And people do actually do them, which is nice because we've got quite a lot of subscribers in the last few days, which I'm really happy about. So basically, we are now finished. This is our traffic light system and it is completely random thanks to the advanced technology that is chicken randomizers. And we've got this at the end. We worked out how redstone torches work, which is a big relief because like they are very useful. And we also talked about these things here, the redstone LED things, and they are very cool. and leave any comments if you have any cool ideas for what to do with them. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I have been Hafezed. Good